Hello, leaders, and welcome to Digital Mandate, brought to you by Tech Disruptor Media, an initiative of Bharat Network Group, a platform where we spotlight visionary leaders who are shaping the future of technology and innovation. I am your host, Aishwarya Saxena, and today we are joined by Mr. Kalyana Chakravarthy, VP IT from GRT Jewellers. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, sir. So, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
And my first question to you is, how is generative AI influencing your organization's technological roadmap?
I think, to be really frank, we're on the journey towards it, right? Uh, Not only the role I'm playing, but from an industry perspective, I think generative AI is going to change the way retail itself as an industry changes itself in the next 1 year, 2 years. There's going to be a lot more implementations or adoptions of generative AI, which is going to happen. Today, I think there are a lot of people who are waiting and watching on what's going to happen. I think we are part of that game, right? To understand what's going to happen. Adoption of generative AI is something which, if an established retailer, you would not want to rush to adopt something because it's new, right? There is a lot of hype right now. I think the dust will settle down and things will become a lot more clearer on how generative AI will actually help retail. If When I say retail, it is about the customer. The most important thing is how is it going to help my customer, and then obviously the business in continuation of that. So that is where we are right now, and looking forward to see more and more adoptions of it in the industry.
So, talking about technology, what are the top technologies that your company is seeing or prioritizing in 2025?
I think we are continuing what we are using right now, whether it can be our CRM systems or our infrastructure or our cloud or our hybrid implementations. We are going to be continuing to do that. Are we going to change anything drastically into the future? That's something which I will not be able to say right now. But we are definitely going to do a lot more in technology into the future, which will help not only the organization to scale up into the future, but also to enhance the way my customer is going to shop with us.
So, how are you using technology to enhance the customer experience and engagement?
Currently, we are trying to do our best to implement a simple way of engaging with the customer, right? I am trying to map the customer journey. I'm not trying to do anything drastic. I've recently joined GRT. The most important part for me is to be able to understand what are all the customer touch points which are going to be influencing my customer or impacting my customer. And once I'm able to map every touch point of my customer, I think that's going to be where I will choose the right technology to be able to enhance my customer experience, and also the way the customer journey happens throughout his cycle of relationship with us. It's not only that the customer is going to come in to walk into my store or going to my website and shop. It's about how do I make sure that his experience of uh, knowing the brand. The first important thing is whether I am able to attract new customers. If my customer able to know what my brand is. After that, it's about how am I able to sell, right? How is the customer able to see all the products which he has, which we have to offer, whether he has access to all of it. The next important thing after the sell is going to be about how do I maintain the relationship with the customer. That's going to be playing the larger important part, because coming into niche luxury retail segment, the more and more the customer is loyal, the more and more the future relationship is going to be fruitful for both of us. So that's where I am currently in the journey of making sure that I understand all of it. And I am being the customer myself first. Just not trying to be the guy who's heading technology for GRT, but I'm being the customer first. I'm standing in the store, understanding how the customer is interacting with my brand. How is the customer able to shop with me? I'm also talking to a lot of my friends and family to understand if they have shopped, how is their experience. So I think that's where the next generation of the technology advancements or anything can happen. So that's where I am right now in the journey.
So, talking about customer experience, personalization and customization according to the person
Yes.
plays a very important
Yes.
factor.
Yes.
So, what level of personalization are you like trying to implement in the process to
Yes.
make it more, engaging for them?
Yeah. So hyper personalization is going to be the next big game, right, in retail, because am I able to understand the minute the customer logs into my website or he walks into my store? Am I able to understand what is the customer looking for, or what has he shopped in the past? And that's where I am right now. So that is where AI is going to play a major part for me, because the speed at which I can personalize the customer shopping experience in the store, on the app, on my website. That's going to be make the major difference of hyper personalization, and that's the next big thing when it comes to retail and luxury retail specifically. I've been talking to a lot of industry leaders on in the luxury retail space. I'm trying to do a lot of research myself to understand how the international brands, it can be Louis Vuitton, can be any of the big luxury brands, how are they trying to implement it? And being in the jewelry space in India, it's lux- uh, jewelry is not a luxury, it's an emotion for Indians, right? uh, the every gram we buy is attached to some occasion, whether it can be my saving for the future, or it can be how my customer wants to shop for a event or a major important event for in his family. That's where we need to understand how can we personalize the experience for the customer, and that's where I am in the journey.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you.
sharing your valuable insights on this.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more episodes.